Hey everyone, welcome to World Card Making Day 2017. This is Mari Clark, and I'm going to be sharing a card making process with you today using this really adorable Mama Elephant stamp set, me and my Yeti. And I'm going to start out by stamping one of the main Yeti images on some Bristol Smooth cardstock. And I'm going to stamp my Yeti out using some My Favorite Things black hybrid ink. I'm going to be doing a little bit of Copic coloring on my little Yeti, and so I'm just going to get him all stamped out here in a nice clear dark image. I'm using my Misty here just to make sure that I get a really good image stamped out of my Yeti, and then I am going to start Copic coloring him. So I'm going to be using just a few colors on the Yeti. I'm going to use BG10 here just to do a little bit of outlining in blue, and I just really like that, how it just kind of creates a sort of an effect of the fact that the Yeti is white, and that little bit of blue around the trim just kind of accents the idea that the Yeti's main fur area is actually white. So you'll just see me putting a little bit of that BG10 around some of the edge areas of the Yeti, and I will blend that out a little bit with a colorless blender just to create a little bit of softness around where the edge of the blue is. And so just work that around those areas a little bit. Now I'm going to switch up my color, and I'm going to do a little bit of light pink on the face, and I'm going to just use a little bit of E01 there just to create just a kind of an illusion of a little bit of pinkness on the Yeti's face. And then I'm going to go back to the BG10 for the bottom of his little face area, and we'll have sort of a blend of that pink and that blue again. And then I'll just blend it out with my blender and kind of blend those colors into that white area between the two colors. And I really love how when you die cut this little Yeti using the die from the companion die set, it actually creates a little opening where the little Yeti's paws come together there, so that you can actually slide something, an object of some type, in there, and I end up putting a little Christmas gift in that area. So I will show you that in a few minutes here. I'm just taking a darker blue, it's B01, to color in the Yeti's teeth, and then I use that same darker blue on the little claw areas of his paws. And his little horns, I think they're horns anyways, the middle stripe on the little horns, I just colored in with a little bit of BG10. And I'm all done coloring my little Yeti, and I want to go to another stamp set to get a little gift. And I forget the name of this stamp set, Berry Christmas or something like that. I will put a caption on that frame to let you know what that stamp set is called. It's another one of the Mama Elephant new releases, and it is also adorable. I will also be making some cards with that set as well. So I've got my little Christmas present stamped out here, and I'm just going to use a few really basic colors to color this in. I think I'm going to be using some R20 and some R22 here on this present. And then on the ribbon, I'll just put a little bit of YG13 and G09 to color in that ribbon on the present. Just do a tiny little wee bit of shading with some of the darker colors here, just to give a little bit of dimension to that present. And I'm just starting out with a lighter color, going in and shading with the darker, and then blending it in again with the lighter color. So now I'm just going to take my Sakura white jelly roll pen and give my ribbon a few little polka dots. And I'll go into that die set from the little Mama Elephant stamp and die set that I got the present from. Just going to deburr that, and I will die cut out that little present. Just going to use a little bit of micro pour tape to secure that die down, and then I'll run that through my Big Shot. And I'm going to show you what I did to create this card. I just did this one day on my in my craft room, and I didn't record it because I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with the card base, but I used it to finish up this card. So you can see that I'm using a square card base. It's 4.5 by 4.5. And I took the Mama Elephant Union Square or Frame Tags die set, and I just created this little opening in the middle of the card front. And then I also cut that same shape from a piece of pattern paper from My Mind's Eye Sugar Plum. And it has some really pretty gold accents on it. Now you can also see that I used a little bit of distress ink on the front of the card. And I think it was Salty Ocean, I think is what I used there. And this is the 6x6 paper pad that I used for that pattern paper on the inside of my card, that pink paper, which is so pretty. So that distress ink, the distress oxide ink, just adds that blue color to the card front. And then I just created a little frame using a die from that same die set, again from Mama Elephant, just to create this little frame with some coordinating paper from My Mind's Eye, again from Sugar Plum. And so I'm going to just glue that little frame onto my card front. Then I've got that little opening, that little window on my card front already. So as you can imagine, I am going to glue my little Yeti in that opening onto that pink pattern paper. And then I will finish him off by putting that little present in between his little paws. So I'm just going to take a little bit of liquid adhesive, and I'm going to glue this frame onto my card front. And then really all I have left is to do a little bit of finishing up of my Yeti. So I'll just put that little present in between his little paws. I'm going to take my Nuvo Aqua Shimmer pen and add a little bit of shimmer and shine to my Yeti. I thought I had done that on camera, but apparently I did not. And then I just added a little sentiment stamp onto my card from the Sentiments from Yeti stamp set. And that is going to be my card today. So thanks so much for joining me. Here's a few still shots of my card, and have an amazing World Card Making Day, guys. And I'll see you another time. Bye-bye.